Now, the situation in the global economy and in the world as a whole requires collective consensus decisions that reflect the opinion of the overwhelming majority of the international community of both developed and developing countries. Processes of cardinal transformation are taking place in the world. New powerful centers of global economic development are emerging and strengthening. A significant share of global investment, trade, and consumption activity is shifting to Asia, Africa, and Latin American regions, where the majority of the world's population lives. Turbulence in markets is growing. Chronic problems in the international financial sector, energy and food security are worsening. I would also like to note that the colossal stress that the world economy is experiencing now is a direct consequence of the ill-thought macroeconomic policies of some states. These actions were justified, among other things, by the fight against the pandemic and the injection of trillions of dollars and euros into the economy and into the banking system, of course, provoked a surge of global inflation and a rapid rise in food and energy prices. This is precisely what lies at the heart of the events I spoke about, and not our actions and our attempts to achieve justice in Ukraine. No, it is precisely the actions of the world's major economies, and as a result, an increase in key interest rates. Because of this, the poorest countries suffered the most, of course. Russia stands for restoring the spirit of open and mutually beneficial international economic cooperation, based on the norms of the UN Charter and the principles of collegial and mutually respectful teamwork. It is important to achieve effective optimization of the global economic governance system, namely to restart the World Trade Organization in full, including its arbitration function. It is necessary to increase the role of developing economies in international financial institutions, including the IMF and the World Bank, and to use the resources of these organizations in the interests of developing countries and regions that are truly in need, and not for opportunistic political purposes. We are ready to work together to solve these pressing problems within the framework of the G20, as well as other international institutions, including the BRICS Association, the weight and influence of which is of course growing. This is obvious, especially given the process of its expansion.